ladies and gentlemen. Now, before I begin, I'd like to make sure we are all at the right grad ceremony. If you can't relate to any of these things, you're probably in the wrong place. So it is with that I would like to present to you the top 10 signs you are a graduate of Killarney Secondary. Number 10, 90% of the money you have ever had in your life, you have spent in Starbucks at Champlain Mall. Number 9, during PE, you've cheated at least one time while writing call-outs. Number 8, even through 10 feet of snow, even when every other school in the district seems to be closed, you somehow find yourself walking to Killarney yet again. Number 7, you've wandered the halls like this, actually thinking it will help the reception on your phone. It doesn't. Number 6, when you've really needed to go to the bathroom, you've ran to the community center. Number 5, you attend a school in which the cafeteria instantly transforms into a dance studio, and in seconds you go from eating your sandwich to watching Mr. Toadsdorf dance. Number 4, somehow you have managed to learn every single card game known to man, but you still don't know how to solve for X. Number 3, you know you're a Killarney grad when you return to your PE locker and all your stuff is gone. Number 2, you've fallen asleep during honor roll call when they start calling the last name starting with C. And the number 1 reason you are a Killarney grad, can I get a drum roll, please? You know the local firefighters on a first name basis. So I'm assuming everyone is in the right place today? I certainly hope so. Welcome, graduates. We have finally made it. But we certainly did not get this far on our own. The tribulations of our lives have often been shared with others, and we must acknowledge those people here today. We must first thank our friends as well as our families. They have been our support when we have succeeded, as well as our safety net when we have stumbled. Staff, thank you for educating us, and thank you for leading us. As well, thank you to the administration. You've ran the school every single day, and I know it's difficult, but we really do appreciate it. And we cannot forget that one person who has dealt with us for the last 5 years, Mr. G. Thank you, Mr. G. You have been there for everything from course changes to life problems. You've been cool enough to meet Cuba Gooding Jr., and you were that one guy with a suit in that movie Elf once. Francisco was his name. That's pretty great. It's nice to know that we could have relied on you for these past 5 years. And as I stand here, wondering who else to thank, I realize that we're also saying goodbye to our school. So you know what? Thank you, elevator, for giving me rides, no questions asked. Thank you, old part of A-Wing, because unlike new part of A-Wing, you actually have bathrooms I could use. And thank you, Shell, oh Shell, for being our main source of junk food when that school cut us off. You have been our mother away from home. Yes, even you, that one lady who makes us stand outside in the lineup. Thank you. We are saying goodbye to our school. Who would have thought just 157,780,000 seconds ago, we were tiny little grade 8s just about to say hello. In fact, I remember the very first day of school, not necessarily because of what happened, but because of what I was wearing. Jeans, a denim jacket, white Nike shops, I know, and spiked hair. I now want to slap grade 8 me in the face, but I realize that we all have these regrettable moments, and the mistakes of our past are simply a testament to how much we have changed throughout the years. One of my earliest memories is of the grade 8 retreat, though many of us would like to forget it. I remember being cold, wet, and somewhat sad. Rain, wind, wet sand, and the worst, picking up garbage off the beach. Well, wasn't that fun? I can only hope that your years at Killarney have been nothing like that day. So yes, we have had some rough days. In fact, 5 grueling years of homework and early mornings, sleepless nights over heartbreak and projects. But as I look back, I realize those early years of high school, they were some of the easiest of our lives. We now peer into the hallways of a jungle we call B-Wing, noticing the grade 8s and wondering, no, are we really like them? Unfortunately, the answer is yes. Yes, we were. But the only mistakes in life are the ones that we do not learn from. And our immaturity as grade 8s has given us plenty of potential to learn. A few things I have learned over the years. Don't ask Mr. Solms if he could rub his head. Make sure you look both ways before using the elevator. And if you do get caught, pretend to limp. If you decide to make fun of Mr. McGuire's quick kilt, I suggest you run quickly. And don't ever remind a teacher about the 20/20 rule. These are just minor examples of progress, of learning. Think of these moments as tiny brushstrokes on a campus that is your identity. We are defined by our experiences. Learn from yours, and the potential you have is endless. Though academic education has been our excuse to attend school, Killarney has served a deeper purpose. The past 5 years have been about memories, not classes. You won't remember the notes, the projects, or the assignments. What you will remember are your friends, that one school team you played for, or that one time you got sent to the office. Although remembering the past is what drives us further into the future, it is important to keep the sight of the most important of times, the present, right here, right now, for it is in the present that we laugh, it is in the present that we cry, and it is in the present that we truly experience life. Focus too much on the past and you've shackled your mind. Focus too much on the future and you stop living life. Because yesterday already happened. Tomorrow is just the future today, and today is where life starts. So acknowledge how amazing we are. Acknowledge that some of us have grown taller or gotten better grades or gained facial hair. Remember that we are here because we earned it, not because it was given to us. Right here, right now, we are champions, and our life and sport is a life. It is now time to defend our title, because life will get tough. And to be quite honest, I don't see any instant success stories in this crowd. All of us will fall at some point, and we will fall hard. However, failure only occurs when we do not get back up, and I see no failures here today. We have proved to the world, just by standing here, at this very moment, that we are strong-willed. We do not follow society, we redefine it. Before our generation, the acronym LG was just a Korean electronics company. We have redefined it. The words face and book were completely unrelated. We have redefined it. Life is not a dictionary. Follow no definitions. Instead, make your own by your standards. Do what is best for you, independent of external factors. We are blessed with this opportunity to pursue happiness. I suggest you take full advantage of it. As silly as this may sound, I have no expectations of this grad class. We are simply too diverse and multicultural. In fact, I have learned to speak at least 3 different languages. Well, only certain words, though I'm not able to repeat them today because there are teachers and parents in the room. Within this grad class, we are all so different. And so I cannot say for sure that people in this room will become famous politicians or lawyers or doctors. But I do know one thing. We all have the potential for happiness. We all have the right to love our lives. And we have worked hard for it. Some may think we were lucky to survive high school, but luck had nothing to do with it. We've earned the seats that we sit on today. To say that we are the definition of perfection is arrogance. But to say that we are some of the best people this world has yet to meet is simply confidence and the truth. Remember, like Harold and Kumar, find what makes you happy, whether it's a White Castle burger, a career, or a family. Pursue it endlessly. Let nothing stop you and enjoy the ride. In fact, be the driver. When you see speed bumps, accelerate so that you may jump higher. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Instead, you eat those lemons you've been given until life will take everything it throws at you. Optimism is the key to these successes. Too often it is easy to get caught up in the dark sometimes, because the bright side simply is too blinding. To you, I say, put on some sunglasses. Optimism is often hard to find in the shadows of doubt, but we are all capable of finding it. Surround yourself with the right people, and suddenly the bright side becomes a lot clearer. Also, respect your own wisdom. I found out we always think wisdom comes from the names that will be etched in history books forever. Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela. But we never really realize how smart we are. Even Kanye West, a man who was despised by many for his arrogance and what he did to Taylor Swift. Even he has wisdom. Taking a page out of Miss Philip Chuck's book of yearly cheesy mottos that we secretly make fun of every day. Kanye West once wrote, "Reach for the stars, so if you fall, you may land on a cloud." In other words, expand your boundaries. Pursue new things. Because the people that are saddest in life are not the ones who have failed, but rather the ones who have never tried to succeed. So I ask that you confide in yourself, and I ask that you confide in others, because the world has finally opened up after high school. Gone soon will be the walls that have protected us for so long, as we are all thrown into the depths of reality. Many of us will succeed. Many of us will fall. However, we will all need help. This is a clean slate, an opportunity to keep up the good work, as well as redemption for those of you who barely scraped by. Everyone in the history of graduations has said, "As one door closes, another door opens." I don't think doors have anything to do with our situation. High school is more like clothes that just don't fit anymore. Yeah, they've given us all they could, and we appreciated them. But it is also an opportunity to find a new self, a new side. In other words, we've been given a chance to explore ourselves and pursue new things. Suddenly our Nike Air Jordans and our Converse high tops turn into dress shoes, or our North Face bombers may turn into hand-knitted sweaters. Who knows? We will all reinvent ourselves after high school, and it is up to you to choose the wardrobe of your life. We must face the fact that our lives will never be the same. This is the dividing point in which we branch out to create our own individual legacies. There will be no more Cougar Mart to turn to, no grade track meets, no more constant fire alarms. We will not hear the announcements at 11:30 every day. I will miss these things, but no longer will we ever have to hear that voice of that evil automatic man who calls your house when you skip the class. No longer will we wonder why we need a hall pass to go to the bathroom. Never again will we sit through planning 10 or wonder why we did grad transition. We have completed this part of our lives, simply a brick in a house yet to be built. This is not even close to the end. What we are today is most certainly not what we will be in the future. Lose no hope, because the most influential moments of our lives we haven't even experienced yet. You know, I found many life lessons can be learned on Sesame Street. And so I leave you with a quote from one of my favorite characters, the Cookie Monster. Apart from nom 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 nom. The Cookie Monster once said, "Sometimes we think what is love, and then we think love is what last cookie is for. And then we give up the last cookie for you. Sometimes we think what is love, And then we think love is what last cookie is for. We give up the last cookie for you. Live for yourself. Live with compassion and love what you do. I wish you the best of luck, success, but most of all, I wish you honest and absolute happiness in life. Farewell, grads of 2010.